chimes in with what you've been saying a lot of the time, Dove. They were turning the temple, instead of representing a God who gives, they were putting out a God who grabs. And it's almost as if, and I would want to argue this, that in John's gospel describing this, he's saying to us, look, if you see a situation where God is represented as a money grabber, then you may be absolutely sure that the people behind that who are teaching have no idea what true Christianity is. And that's a very perceptive understanding of it. And Christ wouldn't stand for it. It was the ancient equivalent of the fill your buckets at a mega situation where people are just saying, sign a check and we'll deal with God for you. That's a travesty of Christianity.
Again, this is the perversions we're talking about. And you and I could have a long combo just on
That's
the perversions. I remember having a political conversation. You are now evangelical and you're, quote, Christian, and you're supporting Donald Trump, who has clearly had many relationships outside of his marriage, including one when his child was born with a porn star. He talks about grabbing the hoo-ha of women. He's bankrupt so many times and morally bankrupt far more. And you talk about how God accepts a flawed man.
Oh, you need to be very careful about that.
Exactly.
Very careful about that. It's one thing if the forgiveness and repentance are genuine.
Yes.
But if they're not genuine, that's a very different matter altogether. And we need to be extremely careful in wording things like that. I think you're right. If there's no evidence of genuine repentance, then I'm sorry, but Christ would tell you you're not forgiven.
This is my challenge with the whole thing, because I saw an interview with Trump. The interviewer said, well, have you asked God for forgiveness for anything? And he said, I haven't done anything to be forgiven for. And I'm like, wow. So if you are a Christian who is supporting this man on the grounds of this is a flawed man and there is no repentance, what are you actually supporting? That he's going to put money in your pocket, which has got nothing to do with your, quote, faith. That for me is just mind-boggling. And so this again is this salespeople going out and selling a product that's not the product. It's a horribly twisted perversion that definitely puts people off.